I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice.
Do your own research.
Consult a professional investment advisor before making any investment decisions.
This show is for entertainment only. Faites vos propres recherches.
Here we are
in another episode
of the Simple Success Podcast.
And
this is financial life coaching from a happiness perspective.
Hey, have you heard about this new AI technology called DALL-E?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a real artificial intelligence program that's part of a neural network that can produce AI-generated art images based on text descriptions. Pretty cool, right?
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's part of San Francisco's OpenAI, isn't it?
As far as we know, yeah.
Yeah, it does. So what kind of images can it create?
Well, it can generate anything from simple shapes to complex objects like animals and landscapes. It's really impressive. It can fool professional artists with its art generator painting styles.
Yeah, I heard it can even create images that look like they were painted by a human artist.
That's incredible.
And this involves machine learning models?
It does, my liege.
So what are some of the applications for this technology?
Well, it could be used in a variety of fields. From medical imaging to video game design, it can be used in nearly any creative practice, just as we see it used to create art.
Yeah, I've seen some really impressive examples of what DALL-E can do. Here, take a look at this pic, where somebody asked for a picture of a fox at daybreak in the style of painter Claude Monet, and you'll see what I mean.
What do you mean, take a look? This is a podcast.
Right, linking it in the show notes.
Oh, that's better, show notes. So what do you think?
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, DT?
It looks like it could be a real game changer for the art world. What are the two best examples of this art other than the Monet one?
Well, one of the best examples is a painting of a woman with a bouquet of flowers that was generated by DALL-E.
That looks like it could have been painted by a human artist.
It does. And another great example is an image of a landscape with mountains and trees that was also created by DALL-E. Both images are incredibly realistic and show just how powerful this technology can be. Another great example is how psychology can be used, twisting a version of Vermeer's Girl in a Pearl earring to spark memories that aren't true.
What other industries might be interested in this?
Well, this technology could be used in a variety of industries.
Like medical?
Yeah, it could be used to create medical images for diagnosis or to generate 3D models for architecture or engineering.
And video games, like you said.
Sure, it could also be used in video game design or even to create special effects for movies and TV shows.
Could it be used in investing?
Absolutely.
Of course you'd say that.
You are welcome, Donada Durien.
Yeah, DALL-E could be used to generate visualizations that could help investors make better decisions. It could also be used to create simulations of different scenarios in order to test out different investment strategies.
Por ejemplo?
Well, for example, DALL-E could be used to create simulations of different stock market scenarios.
Oh boy, getting really geeky on us now.
No, not at all, DT. It's just testing. This would allow investors to test out different strategies and see which ones are the most successful before putting anything at risk.
Next, you'll say it could also be used to generate data visualizations that could help investors better understand the market.
Well, I did say that, sort of, but it's true. And also, they can make more informed decisions to boot.
Wait with me while I think of another great question. Got one. Here. Is there an advantage to artificial investing?
Yes, there are several advantages to using artificial intelligence in investing. AI can process large amounts of data quickly and accurately, helping to find patterns in images. And finding patterns is huge.
Oh, yeah, because that can help investors make better decisions, right? What an amazing technology.
True that. And AI can be used to identify those patterns in the markets that may not be visible to the human eye.
Kind of a tricky way to gain an edge over other investors, isn't it? Dreaming a deep dream?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. Although that's not the positive mindset approach I usually advocate.
Okay, it's a kind of testing then.
Yeah, AI can be used to create simulations of different scenarios, allowing investors to test out different strategies before committing to them.
Okay then, so what names besides DALL-E should people know?
I'll take that one. Other names that people should know in the field of artificial intelligence are GPT-3, OpenAI and DeepMind. GPT-3 is a language model developed by OpenAI that can generate human-like text. Google DeepMind is an AI research lab owned by Google that focuses on developing AI technologies for a variety of applications.
Thanks, Matthew. And we won't say where you've come from.
You did that in the credits.
John, are there any downsides to using art tools like this?
Yes, there are some potential downsides to using artificial intelligence in investing.
Like?
Like cost, for one. AI can be expensive to implement and maintain, and it may not always accurately predict market environments.
And everyone art, like from art historians to art students and art lovers, they'll insist that art generation using these kind of image models is questionable at best.
Of course they will, because their future is at stake. Also, the AI algorithms can be vulnerable to manipulation by malicious actors.
Which could lead to losses for investors.
It could, but no more than humans can fool other humans. I mean, just look at the FTX thing. Finally, AI algorithms can sometimes make decisions that are difficult for humans to understand or explain. Or maybe they're just run through too fast.
Yes, AI algorithms can sometimes make decisions that are too fast for humans to keep up with.
Too fast, like I just said.
Which could lead to investors making decisions without fully understanding the implications of those decisions. Which could lead to losses, or they could even lead to...
Break number 1.
Hello, everyone. This is John with the Simple Success Podcast, financial life coaching from a happiness perspective. Because we know you want to show us some serious love in return for the tremendous benefits you get from us, please subscribe to us in your favorite podcast player. You can find us on both the App Store and the Play Store because our message is for everyone. Leave a rating for us, or even better, tell a friend. Whichever you choose, thank you so much for helping us do this for you. To leave us a written message, which just might lead to more in a future podcast, go to those same written show notes to find our subreddits. There is also our Facebook group page, Twitter, and other ways which we'll tell you about from time to time. You can also find an Easter egg every so often, so listen closely. Thank you again, and keep those constructive ideas coming.
Where were we? Talking about Dolly, but technology like this is always being researched, right?
Yes, this is the 21st century, not the 14th century. AI algorithms and their applications are constantly being researched and improved upon. Companies are always looking for ways to make AI more accurate, efficient, and secure.
And additionally, researchers are exploring ways to make AI algorithms more transparent so that humans can better understand the decisions that they're making.
Oh, so we should all take the blue pill then?
No, not necessarily. Funny reference, though. While AI can be a powerful tool for investors,
it is important to remember that it is still just a tool and should be used with caution.
Yeah, DT, you go. Investors should always do their own research.
Do your own research.
And make sure they understand the risks.
Risks that are associated with any investment before committing to it.
Said like a good compliance officer. Officers, both of you.
Yes, it is important to remember.
You always say that, DT. It's important to remember what?
Thank you. While I finish answering that, like any creative tool, AI should be used responsibly and with caution. Investors should always do their own research.
Do your own research.
And make sure they understand the risks associated with any investment before committing to it. Can't say that enough.
One more thing.
Yeah? What?
Investors should be aware of the potential for AI algorithms to be manipulated by malicious actors and take steps to protect themselves from such attacks.
Said like a good lawyer. Let's see, a week or so ago you were calculating DT, now you're lawyer DT? You get around, my friend.
Sounds like the lesson you're baking into this whole thing is that real investing requires real images, not artificial ones.
That's getting there. Artificial images like this can be helpful in making decisions, but they should never be used as a complete substitute for real-world analysis and research.
Are you saying that AI algorithms are toys? I would have thought you'd have said something like powerful tools.
They are powerful tools, DT, but even the best image generator cannot replace human elements.
You are welcome, Donada, Durian.
Oh, so my opinion does matter. Cool.
Absolutely. Your opinion matters a great deal when it comes to investing. You yourself said that AI algorithms cannot replace the human element of investing.
True that, DT. I mean, investors must use their own judgment.
An understanding of the markets.
Yes, an understanding of the markets to make informed decisions about their investments.
Hey, John.
Yeah?
Can I ask for a bit of a sneak preview?
Of course. I mean, I can't give anything away, but maybe I can do some kind of preview. I'm listening.
Would you tell me what good things exist about all this that I can profit from as an investor?
Absolutely. Now, one of the biggest advantages of using these AI algorithms,
oh, this should be good,
is that they can help investors make more informed decisions faster.
Well, sure. I mean, things like leveraging data and machine learning aren't exactly complicated, like music theory.
Mm-hmm. And there's another good thing.
What's that?
It is that AI algorithms can quickly analyze large amounts of data to identify patterns and trends that may be difficult for humans to spot. Look at all the emphasis recently on large language models.
Oh, so there's a possible edge to be had.
Yeah, possibly. Quicker decision making can give investors that edge by helping to make decisions about their investments.
And it doesn't hurt that AI might be able to make more accurate predictions of the future.
True again. Maybe. There's a possibility for learning, and we embrace that.
So, there is a possible silver lining in all this then.
That's good.
Yes, there is a component of that's goodness in here. Thanks, Fiona.
Which means that there's an answer as well.
Hopefully, yes.
Yes, it does mean that. In fact, these hot tears, which break from me perforce, should make thee worth them.
That's really interesting.
Well, try this one then. Beweep this cause again, and I will cast you out.
Right.
I think I'll just make the investing connection myself. You don't have to do that, DT. I'll help, as I always do.
And you'll be edutaining?
That is a big part of both of our goals, you know.
Yeah, indeed 'tis.
It's all a matter of belief.
DT believes in connecting all the dots.
Which you'll do?
Yes, which I will do.
But first, break number 2.
We know a lot about you already because we know ourselves. For example, we know that you know how to listen to our podcast. We also know that you probably know how to subscribe. So as soon as you're done with that, tell us your story. We have ways you can contact us. It involves a special link where you can leave us a message. We may have an email address for you as well in the future, and we'll let you know if that happens. The reason for subscribing? I thought you'd never ask. When you subscribe, you automatically download all future episodes of that podcast. It just happens in your player without you having to go search again. How cool is that? This means better rankings for the podcast, more attention from advertisers, and more money. And this means more and better stuff for you. So your motivation is simple and easy. Subscribe today, whatever app and from whatever place you like. And don't just try to subscribe. There is no try. There is only do. We're changing the way we look at things, and remember, that's good. Eso es bueno, Sybil. Also remember, this is financial life coaching from a happiness perspective. Coaching happiness. Our call to action is right in the show notes. Find it, and you win too.
Make sure simple. Oh yeah, okay. I'm looking to invest in something, but I don't know where to start.
Okay, first try with these artificial images we've been talking about. Therein lies the simple solution that can help you make better decisions when it comes to investing.
I'm a little interested, maybe. Keep talking.
Oh, most definitely I'll keep talking. Just remember, there will be a quiz on adversarial networks later.
Really?
Yes, but it will be an artificial quiz, so don't worry.
Oh, right.
What I'm talking about is stuff that can be used to classify and predict various outcomes like an accompaniment technology should do. This makes them invaluable tools for assessing investments and their likelihood of success.
That sounds like a great way to get started on investing. It's always good to have a simple solution when it comes to investing. Artificial images can help you make decisions quickly and accurately.
Plus, once you get experience with them and use them in bulk, they don't cost that much, which makes them an attractive option for people who want to invest without breaking the bank.
Or at least be an attractive option for those people who want to create a tool to help others not break their bank.
Sure, I'd even go so far as to say that very specific images can work wonders sometimes. Just be sure to visit the Copyright Office first to make sure there's no copyright owner to worry about.
Really? Okay, 3 more examples. Maybe repeat some for emphasis if you need to, and I will make that visit.
Okay, here's the first one. Be sure to remember it. Artificial images can be used to analyze stock market trends and predict when is the best time to invest in a particular company.
Okay, that would be extrapolating from historical data, wouldn't it?
Which is downplayed as less than perfectly reliable when news from the market is not so great.
Por supuesto.
And which is played up as a supposed caution when the market is doing really well.
Yes, all of us try to move results into a middle ground to make them easier to swallow. And it's not only in the stock market. Artificial images can be used to identify promising investments in the real estate market too, and in other MSI areas.
How in that particular instance? By analyzing real estate listings?
With the right questions in mind, yes.
And with creative coders?
Well, that helps, of course.
What about the scams that are all around?
Great thought, DT. Artificial images can be used to detect potential frauds or scams, helping investors make wise decisions when investing their money.
And doing things that way,
notice the word doing,
unlocks a ton of investing success.
Because
it's a positive mindset.
Yes, and it allows you to approach investing with confidence and focus on the long-term goals of your portfolios.
Also, goals are the bomb.
And you can also get a wealth of data and information to make informed decisions about investments.
Give me those old hidden trends.
Exposed as patterns by the speed of computer analysis.
Which never gets tired.
Despite tons of practice.
And by using them, investors can gain access to insights and trends that may not be visible from the surface.
Right. And when they make those smart decisions over and over, they are involved in what? Repetition?
Yes. When an investor makes smart decisions over and over again, they are engaging in repetition. And as we know, repetition builds confidence, allowing investors to make more informed decisions with more realistic images and greater ease.
Which is how you've all gotten good.
Gracias por escuchar.
Salut. À la prochaine.
This podcast and our other podcast are productions of Little Red Hen Industries. The supporting cast who helps me bake the bread includes
Techno King, John C. Brandy, Alter Ego, Doubting Thomas, Fact Checker, A Small Brown Beef Animal, Seriously, Tiny. Facts are important but are also easy. Social Manager, Abraham Lincoln, Media Expert, Augustus Caesar. Psychologist, William James. Sound Designer, Adobe's Creative Suite. Spanish Consultant, Cameron J.K. Brandy. French Consultant, Leah, the Do-Your-Own Research Lady. Videographer, Eto Monkoshki. Audio Props, Les Paul. Inspiration, many podcasts and other sources, and of course Napoleon Hill.
We also have websites, and you can subscribe to both podcasts. You can even send us a video, audio, or text message, but of course, you'll have to head to the show notes, either on your phone or on the web, to get the links and stuff. And all those clickable links are in the show notes.
And before we forget, the artificial intelligence or AI voices that you hear in our work are offered up by Google, Amazon Polly, and OpenAI, like we say in the show notes. They don't sponsor us yet, but we love what they do, and we just love what AI can do when lovingly crafted.
Finally, you can find us on Podmatch.com, Matchmaker.fm, Podbooker and Podcast Guests, where we consider guests and consider guesting on other people's shows.
And really finally, the music for our pods comes from Cute by Bensound and from Piano Background by Nick Simon Adams, as well as from AI MuseNet. The sound effect credits go to Jackson Academy Ashmore, Canusi G, Dr. Jekyll, Joe Payne, Everything Sounds, MK Play More Stories, ERH, Sand Emotions, Big Pickle 51, and Just Kidding. Yes, that's his or her name. All on freesound.org. Also, languages are the bomb.
Paul.